तो प्रोग्राम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए हम आपको लेके चलते हैं पूनम संधू के साथ, जो चला रही हैं अपनी पर्सनल ऑडी A5 जो है हाई परफॉर्मेंस कार। उनको ये गाड़ी इतनी पसंद आई कि उन्होंने गाड़ी को खरीद लिया। तो आइए देखते हैं कि क्या रीज़न था कि उन्होंने ये गाड़ी खरीदी।
Poonam Sandhu once told me she really liked the Audi A5. In fact, she liked it so much, she went out and bought one. Take a look.
When you're amongst the world's greatest, sometimes it's a little hard to stand out amongst the crowd. The same is true for the automotive industry. Except, Audi has installed a brand new addition to their lineup, and it's one that turns heads and stands well above the crowd. Today, I introduce you to the Audi A5, and this one is mine. I call her Foxy. The model you're seeing here today is a 2009 Audi A5. It's a 3.2-liter V6 engine, and it's built quattro, which means all wheels are at your command. Now you might be asking, why this and maybe not a Beamer 3 Series? Look at the car, it's gorgeous. Love the front grille, of course love the Audi symbols. It's got also daytime running LED lights. I was driving down a dark alley and this thing lit it from top to bottom. Beautiful visibility. A5's wide cement gripping stance is complemented by its 18-inch wheels and this beautiful, sleek, well-centered body design. My biggest pet peeve is having a coupe or a sports car where the cabin's in the very back and the engine looks like it's a mile long. Not my style, might be yours, but not mine. I really like my cabin centered in the middle of the car. Flip of a switch, the trunk opens to reveal a massive storage space. Now Audi's really good at detailing their interior cars, but look at the finishing on this trunk. The interior space, of course, includes some of your emergency equipment, cargo hooks in case you want to get a cargo net. Normally with a 60-40 split you have to go from the rear cabin and like open a latch or insert a key, but you can do it from inside the trunk space. Of course, for emergency purposes, you've got a safety release handle, and in case you pretty ladies don't want to get your fingers dirty, or the guys out there, it's got a handle on the inside so you don't have to get your fingers dirty. So all you engine buffs out there must be wondering, alright, what's under the hood of this car? One soft button will tell you what. It's a V6 3.2-liter quattro, which means you've got all four wheels working for you. 60% of the energy is coming from the rear wheels, but the front is there if you need it. Now, my model is an automatic with Tiptronic involved in it, so you can drive it manual up to 6 gears. Now you're probably wondering, all right, how much torque, how much power does this thing have? 265 horsepower. It goes head-to-head with a Beamer, and it's that much more beautiful. With a car this stunning, you shouldn't really be concerned about visibility, but in case you are, it's got the LED headlights in the front and turn signal panel right here. And in case people didn't notice you or you're having a hard time noticing them, it's also got a blind spot indicator. So when you're driving, someone's in your blind spot, it'll start to flash to protect you from bumping into them. Coming up top, in case you were planning to cruise through the summer with your top down, this model does not provide that option. However, I believe in 2010, maybe 2011, you're going to see a drop-top model being released by Audi. This one has a sunroof, but unfortunately you can't retract it because it's got nowhere to go. You can lift it up though to get a little bit of added air, and it just looks that much better. If you're buying a true sports car, you're probably not planning to have anybody in the back seat. But in this case, the Audi A5 makes an exception. If you need to lug around those 2 extra friends, a flip of the handle and a push of a button makes that much more space for your friends to enter. Being here in the rear cabin, you might doubt how much space there really is. But to create a more spacious feel, First, let's get some sunshine in. Second, move the front seats as far up as the front seat people will tolerate. And then look around you. It's designed for 2 adults. I've had very tall friends sit in the back seat and they've managed quite well. We've got cup holders on the side, we've got a storage compartment in the wall. We've got the center console that pulls down, lifts for extra storage, and we've got the secret pop-out cup holder section here. We're now in the front cabin of the Audi A5, and of course, as a driver, this is where you want to be. It's needless to say that Audi's installed beautiful leather seats into this vehicle and really nice adjustable headrest. But of course, we've got to get to the center console. 2 size cup holders, a little storage tray. I often put my cell phone right here so it connects to the BlackBerry of the car. And an adjustable armrest. Take it all the way to the top. There's a storage compartment. Don't want to fumble with a key? Don't worry about it. As long as the key's in the vehicle, foot on the brake, and 1 button will start up your vehicle. Now the most beautiful part of this car, of course, is the center console. If you buy a vehicle with a navigation package, you'll see all of these accessories down here by your gear shift. Now, of course, we've got our environmental controls. The driver and the passenger have 2 separate controls. Heated seats, you can adjust the temperature however you need it. With paddle shifters at my fingertips, let's take this girl for a ride. For driving impressions, my sister put it best. She said the car feels as smooth as butter on bread. The handling is amazing. What I did have to get used to was the braking. It's a little sharp and takes a while to adjust your foot. The A5 goes 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. Now, I wouldn't suggest you do that in any city streets, but take it to the track and really put the car to the metal, see what happens. There was a concern when I was driving the Beamer versus this, and visibility was the concern. It really was important to me that a coupe be bright, wide, and have windows where I can see everything that's around me, and that's why I love the A5. The side view mirrors, the rear view mirror, and of course the rear window all really provide for great visibility for the driver, and I appreciate that because I always want to know what's happening around my car. Last but not least, we should talk about how much fuel this butter on bread type car consumes. In the city, you're expected to consume about 12.7 liters per 100 kilometers. On the highways, about 7.7. Now that's not bad for a sports car. So you might be wondering, how much does this truly electrifying car cost? Well, it starts at the $51,900 mark. If you're willing to spend about $50,000 for a vehicle, you're going to be comparing this one and probably the BMW 3 Series. The difference is also going to be availability. The 3 Series, of course, is available on a lot in your local dealership. However, these guys, if you get the A5 model, there's a 3-month wait list. If you get the S5, which is a Sport 5 model, you're going to be waiting about a year to get one of these into town. The reason I chose the A5 versus the Beamer was because when I look for a car, I look for uniqueness. This vehicle, there are about less than 50 in the entire Lower Mainland right now, and I've been told this is the only red one in the entire of BC. Things to think about. I've given the A5, as much as I love it, I've given it a 9 out of 10, and the reason I took away a mark is because I find the MMI interface a little bit complicated. I wish there was a touch screen. If there was, this car, for me, would be an incredible 10 out of 10 for a vehicle that's a coupe under the $60,000, $70,000 price range. Now, of course, you can go up to a Porsche, you can go up to a Vet, and it's going to be in the $90,000 to $100,000 mark or more. But for me, for what's affordable for my pocket, $60,000 and less, this is a 9 out of 10. I'm Poonam Sandhu, and you're looking at the electrifying Audi A5. We will see you next time. Take care.